company is called the Travel Outlier. I guess I should have said that first. And the goal is to pretty much promote individuality, foster creativity, and encourage exploration through a number of different products and services that we offer. And yeah, that's me. Go AP.
Hey, it's me, AP. I am, I guess, most known for the group Getting Blunt with AP. Something fun that I brought to try to have a platform to speak out on some different things, and it's kind of what got me here. I too am an entrepreneur. I currently am an insurance broker. I sell health and life insurance products, which is a whole nother story. But you know what I'm saying? It does what it has to do, you know what I'm saying? Until I do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it is for right now. I also do have a hair company with my lifelong best friend. We decided we were going to sell hair because people were talking about getting hair, and they were like, yeah, we're gonna pay like $250 for this wig and stuff. We were like, what? I was like, I've been sitting on this hair plug for like 5 years. Like, I got this lady that I fool with. Like, let me just see what we can do. So we decided we were gonna come together and offer that same thing, but at a much more reasonable price, because come on now, it's all the same stuff. Let's just say, for shits and giggles, it's all the same stuff. And it's just ridiculous for somebody to have to pay that much money. We got bills to pay. Who's gonna pay? It's insane to drop that much money on a little bit of hair now. Come on. So we decided we were gonna have an affordable option, something that you can get quickly, quick shipping, and you know, Black owned business. So we do that, and looking forward to doing so much more. But yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, thank you ladies so much for giving us the spiel about what y'all do. Thank y'all so much for that. So we're gonna go ahead and go on into the show. Ever since the George Floyd incident that has happened, everyone that has been on my show, I have asked them this particular question, because this question has a different answer with everybody that I have been asking. And I'm also going to ask the people out there as well. How do you feel being an African-American woman in America? And this is for anybody out there too, the men and the women. Like, how do you feel being in America?
That's a loaded question.
Whew, yeah, I know that's right. So the question, let me just make sure. So the question is, how do we feel being Black women in America?
Yep.
Hey, that's a loaded question. Okay, so for me, I do believe that we're undervalued, we're underrepresented, we're underpaid, a lot of unders. However, there is something to be said about a group of people that are like outcast, shunned. They start to grow and they start to become stronger when they link. That's the key. So for me as a Black woman, my goal is to link with other Black women. So again, one of my phrases is women lift economy. And I truly stand by that statement. As a breadwinner, Black women, first and foremost, Black women are the breadwinners pretty much of their household. And if they're not the breadwinners, they're holding 50% of the weight. We bear the children, which means we have a higher stake, not to say a higher stake over the male, but because we bear the children and we spend a majority of our time with our kids, the responsibility and the welfare of your family kind of lies on you. So with all of that being said, I think that there's something, although undervalued, underrepresented, there's just something so amazing and beautiful and strong and innovative about a Black woman that it's undeniable. It's literally undeniable. And again, women lift economy. So that's how I feel.
I could dig that. AP, thank you so much, Alicia, for giving us that. I really do felt that. But AP, before you go into how you feel, Key Flavor Sales she commented, she says, I love being Black, but conflicted about the risk. She says that we're very underestimated. I believe that we are. I believe that we're very underestimated. I believe underestimated can go a lot of ways. It depends on what category that you want to put underestimated in. If you get what I'm saying, like they compare us to so much to the point that with them comparing us, it makes us double take as a person or double think as a person to who you really are until you really find out exactly who you are and stand on it and basically know your worth. But AP, what's your spiel?
I agree. I agree to some degree about us being underestimated and undervalued, but I think that we need to focus on. I think we need to focus much more on our community, our close-knit community as a whole, and then branch out from there as far as healing is what the Black community is and what the Black woman is in the community. I think that we as a whole have devalued ourselves and have devalued our women, and I think that we as Black women are fighting multiple battles all the time. Not only are we fighting a battle to, for ourselves, we're fighting a battle for our children, we're fighting a battle for our brothers, our fathers, our husbands, our bays or whatever. And it's a lot. We have a lot on us, and I don't want to take away from what the Black man has to deal with, because I don't understand it. Can't say I don't understand it. I feel that, but I don't understand it because I'm not a Black man. I'm a Black father. I have Black brothers, but I can't understand that. But I think that all in essence, we still take away from the strength of a Black woman because we are just expected to be strong and resilient no matter what. And we continue to take lashings and to be beaten down by each other, by our men, and by the rest of society. And we're still, proud, and we're beaten, but we're battered, but we're not broken. And it's a constant battle all the time we're past proofing ourselves. We're just at a constant battle to just survive and try to make something out of nothing. And it's exhausting, but hey, we're here, we're doing it. So that's just how I feel about being Black in America or whatever. Oh. Sorry. Okay, my bad.
Yes. Hey everybody again. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to Conversations with Glow. If y'all are just now tuning in, I am asking the ladies that are on the show, is asking them how do they feel being an African American woman in America. And I also asked the people that are watching and also listening, how do they feel being African American in America?
I was gonna say too.
Huh?
Well, I was just gonna add that as far as Black women, we are the fastest growing entrepreneurs. It says a lot about the ingenuity, again, the innovation, the strength, because most of us, again, are mothers. Most of us have multiple roles that we juggle. And to piggyback off of what AP was saying, we are only as strong as our sister, our homegirl. If you got a weak link, how strong is your chain? So again, going back to the community, I think that that's important to bridge the gap and be more transparent about the struggles, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, the left and right. Because when you're transparent, not only it's authentic, but other people relate, and it makes it okay for you to be like, you know what, today not my day either, girl, and I'm feeling low. I'm not feeling pretty. I'm feeling ugly.
Even if it's just one person that you reach in that if it's just one person in that moment that says, hey, I felt what you were saying. I really appreciate you for sharing that with me. I felt that it helped me. One person, I'm cool. One.
I'm cool too. That's why I post what I post in my group early every Monday through Friday, like the quotes that I post.
Yes.
I don't know who I'm posting it for. I'm just posting it. And if I just, well, thank you. But if I just make one person be like, hell yeah, I'm straight, y'all. Like real talk. And I just feel like it's all about building. Like I think it's time for us to just really like come on, like let's stop with everything. But we're gonna get into that though, you know. But I love y'all's feel on how y'all feel with, you know, being an African American woman, being in America. I know that times can get hard, but God made us who we are for a reason, period, you know. So I can definitely did that. So let's go into the, you know, this gonna be a little touchy, you know, but it needs to be out because like everybody is, I don't put my 2 cents in on everybody's post because I barely go down my timeline. But if I do see something, I feel like sometimes I do need to put my little 2 cents in, and it's just so much that it's so crazy how like the Black Lives Matter, it's like, okay, so it makes you turn around and like question other things. And I'm going to get into like the other questions because everybody talk about it or whatever, but
the elephant in the room. Sorry.
Yeah. But it's like, do the Black Lives matter to us, like our Black and brown people, or is it just something to holler at people?
I would
Gotta wait for it.
Oh.
You gotta wait to see what they're gonna say. No, Pooh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I would hope that it matters to the individual and it's not something that we just say to say. I know I can't speak for everyone. I can only speak for, you know, me and my household. But within the last couple of years, it has been my first goal to break generational curses, create generational wealth. And with that being said, to me, that is the epitome of what Black Lives Matter means. Not just, and not to discredit, like, stop shooting us and killing us, because of course that needs to be addressed, but the totality of it all is to break generational curses and to create generational wealth. And when I hear, for me again, when I hear Black Lives Matter, that's immediately what I think about.
So does that mean you take it personal then? Do you take Black Lives Matter personal then? Because it's not just about, yeah, stop killing us. Stop.
Wait a minute, before you get there, let's talk about these comments real quick.
Oh, go to the comments.
So Lita said that we're dope as fuck, I guess, with us being a woman, you know, a Black African woman being in America. We're like I said, we are dope as fuck. We dope. I don't care. We dope. All right. So Sharice is answering the question to, do Black Lives matter to us, the Black or brown people, or just something to holler at people? And she says both. Janae says that it needs to matter to us first. Jennifer stated that I hope it matters because it matters to me. But what's so crazy is that I just want to, let me piggyback off what she said, and then we're going to get into it. And it's so crazy that she said that because at the beginning of my notes that I have, I wrote that you would think just because you see a Black or brown person, you would think that they will agree with Black Lives Matter. I've had people that done contacted, you know, done holler at me for opinions about another Black person really not giving a damn about Black Lives Matter. Like, they really feel like that we deserve what happens, or they really look at us like being lazy. But sometimes it's just like
lazy.
And then I'm like, I don't, the thing is though, I don't have my 2 cents to put in about something like that, because first of all, I'm coming to a place where I'm just like, whatever. But it's just like, it can be like the type of environment that he grew up in. Maybe he grew up not seeing, you know, police is goddamn harassing, you know, another Black man. Maybe he grew up hanging around a whole bunch of white people, or she grew up hanging around you. Like, you cannot think because you see every black or brown person that they're gonna be down for the cause. You get what I'm saying? Like you cannot think that. And I feel like, to me, Black Lives Matter to me. It does. And being that I have kids, it matters to me so deep to the point that it's just like, come on. Like, we gotta fix this shit before my daughter, she's about grown, but I have a 7-year-old. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like we still got some work that we can really put in. And we need to stop just hollering it. And then that's when it comes to what AP gonna say. And then also to what Janae said in regards with it needs to matter to us first. And I get what she's saying, that it needs to matter to us first, because this is when people come in with the, oh, well, what about the black on black crime? But my boy Henny, as he put on episode 6 of Conversations with Glow, he said it's because we're divided. And in an area with nothing but black people gonna kill black people. An area with nothing but white people gonna kill white people. I mean, let's not, and that's why I'm saying with the Black Lives Matter, like they try to get it and try to do a twist. You cannot do that, because our lives really do matter. You can't try to put a plot twist on something that's, yeah, we have to stop killing each other, but white people kill each other too. Mexicans kill each other. What about these gangs over here in goddamn California?
I have a question. So you always know how, I always be like, I don't got the capacity. I don't have it in me to fight all these different battles. So here I am. And this is what a thought that crosses my mind as you're going through what you're saying, which I feel you, and I feel what you're saying. I do wholeheartedly. But at what point do you focus all your energy on Black Lives Matter when it comes to being black or having black children, and then being out in the world and encountering people who are racist or people who are afraid of them, and then you have black children that you are going to send out into the world that are going to have people that look just like them, who are going to plot on them and who are going to be afraid of them, or who are going to do some, or just be in a proximity of some shit. And how do you have the energy to focus so much on so many different things, to tell yourself and to tell your children, look, hey, white people out here killing us, but we need to be careful. Be careful when you go to this party.
Right.
Well, you don't know what the hell about to happen.
For me, I truly believe that the more inner work you do, whatever that looks like for you, the more inner work you start to do, it'll start to exude outward. So because I am, for me, working on generational curses and generational wealth, that only means that the things that are tied to me, that are connected to me, it's going to have an effect on them as well. So instead of trying to focus on the group, I focus on myself, and hopefully, going back to what you said, Glo, pull that one person who, like, you know what, she right, and that changes their household, and then the next household down the street, and then the next household across the street, and then before you know it, it's a takeover.
Yep.
I think that's important. Like you said, it's easier to shout Black Lives Matter, but I want to be the example. So because I want to be the example, because my Black Lives Matter, because my son's Black Lives Matter, my daughter's Black Lives Matter, my husband's Black Lives Matter, I have to fix our household so I can be that bridge, so I can be that again, just that bridge for another Black household. That's not to exclude anybody who's not Black, or any person that's not of color, because if you want to be down, you can be down. We need more people. So I think
people.
Right, we need you. We need you. But like you were saying, like for me, it's just focusing on what I do, focusing on my business, and hopefully that turn.
I like that. I write about you. I didn't talk about that. I write about you in my notes when I'm talking about stuff or whatever. Yeah. And so in the midst of all this, I mean, I'm an empath, like big time. Like I'm talking about, it'd be heavy on me. Like I literally like I'll just like go to my room and just like cry sometimes. Like when stuff goes on in the world, stuff goes on personally, locally, whatever. Like I'm empath, like to the worst of me. But when all this stuff just started erupting and just all this craziness, I was like, yo, all these Black people with money and with a platform and with privilege, with fame, they ain't said a word. Where are they? I said, there is something with it. And I was like, you know what? I like how Pooh goes about stuff, like how when stuff gets heavy, and when there's like a whole bunch of politics involved and there's a whole bunch of back and forth and woo, 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 you know what I'm saying? Pooh, like, she, you know, draws back from it. She don't pick a side. She don't even show neutrality, like none of that. She just say her little piece and keep it moving. And I said, there's something with that. And I was thinking about that with these people like Jay-Z and, you know, these people like Diddy and all this other crazy stuff, T.I. with all this freaking Black Lives Matter stuff. Why I ain't saying nothing? Because the work ain't got nothing to do with dropping money and this, that, and the fourth, or saying some shit, this, that, and the fourth. That has everything to do with the work that you were doing and making sure that you exude that to the people around you in hopes that they do the exact same thing.
Right.
Feel that.
Watching the documentary. Oh, go ahead, go.
Oh, hold on. Okay. So let me get to the comments real quick. Oh, I just feel it all in my soul, y'all. It's just like.
You said really quick. I want to what Steve was saying. I think she.
Yeah, I was getting ready to run through. I was getting ready to run through it. So, Janae said, first thing I always hear when Black on Black crimes happen is where is Black Lives Matter. Terry said, I think the Black Lives Matter has several different hidden agendas. It matters to us because it's us being killed on the streets. It matters to them because of their business. I'm for the marches, but blocking traffic and the destruction. Fee said that people of the same race kill each other because of demographics, and a lot of people don't understand that. People aren't killing Black people because they're Black. Exactly. I feel exactly where she's coming from, and I feel what you probably trying to get at. Is that what you was trying to get at? Who? We'll get to it.
Excuse me.
Okay, so everybody is basically agreeing to what is being said. And Lita said, right, it does start at home. It does start at home. So Pooh, what's up, Alicia?
Well, I was gonna say, so I watched this documentary or whatever, and what the man said really, really like resonated with me. And it was, I think his name was Robert Smith, but don't quote me on that. But either way, it was the guy who gave the scholarships to all of the students at the HBCUs when he paid their student loans, basically. And what he said was, someone asked him a long time ago, how do you fight racism? How do you fight that? And what he said was, he fight it by driving full force to his purpose. And I believe that. I believe that when you follow your purpose, your design that specifically for you, you start to lift people, man. And it's something to be said about that. Too many people, I feel like we just kind of out here with no journey, no direction, and we bumping into each other. Going back to what you were saying earlier, if everybody stayed in their own lane, how you stay in your own lane, you're not gonna wreck. You're going straight. So that is how he fights racism and how he justifies Black Lives Matter by following towards his own purpose.
And that makes so much sense, because I ain't gonna say that he's not worrying about it, but with it going on, he's coming up with a master plan as to what he can do to, and with him paying off their student loans, and this was back in 2019, I think he paid like their fees, whatever. He paid it.
Literally. So
therefore they can go out here and don't have nothing to worry about. And he gave them a fresh start. Yeah. This is a fresh start. Yeah. When majority of college students that graduate from college don't have a fresh start, they gotta figure out how they're gonna goddamn pay their student loans. Seriously.
And if he didn't follow his purpose, he wouldn't have been able to even do that.
Exactly.
He wouldn't have no money to do that. This is a war, and war costs money, and we gotta get it.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I just feel like that some people do holler it because it just sounds cool to say that Black Lives Matter, and a lot of people, our color, I mean, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, but some people our color really don't care about Black Lives Matter. It's just like, but if you have people out there that really strongly is for the Black Lives Matter, But
all of them know, like all the Black Lives Matter, like stop killing Black people, period. I don't give a damn what color you are. Stop killing Black people,
I can agree.
period.
Stop killing people.
Stop.
That's how I feel. Just stop killing people.
Yeah, shit, all that. Stop.
Right.
I'm
Right.
tired, man. I'm tired. It hurts, y'all. It hurts. It hurts. So bad.
Right. And
Stop
B
it.
said, if you look at a lot of these Black communities, they're right at the poverty level or below the poverty level. Put a bunch of poor, frustrated people together, no matter what race they are, and watch what happens. Crime will happen. The statistics behind violence within our own race needs to be looked at and addressed, whether it's behind a robbery, jealousy, envy, anger, he say, she say, and many other reasons. Like real talk, I can agree to that. For real. Like, I can't even follow nothing up behind that because she said everything, like real talk.
What T.I. say in that song? I don't know what you do for your respect, but I'll die for mine. No, don't die for that. No, stop it.
Your kids cannot eat off of respect.
They all.
They can't eat. They can't do anything with respect. If you respect yourself, thank you, AP. Oh my God.
What you say? What she say?
T.I. said, I don't know what you do for your respect, but I'll die for mine.
That's stupid.
I feel like that's stupid. I feel like
That
a whole
is
bunch
dumb
of
as
shit in this
hell.
rap music, what they say is stupid. You get what I'm saying?
It
But
is.
Because honestly, nobody has to respect you. If you respect yourself, you don't end up in situations.
Exactly. When the respect follows. That's how I feel. It follows.
That's it. And furthermore, especially if you are at whatever level or vibrating at whatever level or just at whatever level, period. If somebody don't respect you, just get the step in.
It's not that deep. I promise.
I just feel like it's not that serious to address, like, oh, so you don't respect me?
Right, like
so
bang, bang, boom, boom, I'm gonna kill you.
What a gun at? What is motherfucker? You don't respect me.
Now everybody goes to jail. Like, what the fuck? It's stupid. Oh.
And then
I don't give a fuck, because guess what? I don't give a fuck if you respect me or not. Guess what? My bills are still paid. I'm still straight. I'm still sleeping at night. I don't give a fuck. Period.
Respect that.
Done. Dada.
Can I take a moment for us three hostess to have show our logo on our brand here, everybody?
Have a liberty.
And y'all, it wasn't planned. It wasn't planned.
It wasn't. See what happens when Black women come together. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was unscripted. Sorry, guys. My bad. We can get back to it, Glow. My bad.
Nah, but for real, don't go out here dying for y'all respect. Just know that y'all got kids.
Please.
And it's okay, because your children is not gonna be saying, "Oh, I'm glad my mom or my daddy died for their respect."
Right, like
they're gonna be saying that. They're gonna be saying, "I wish my mama would have walked away. It was just they just messed up her order. Like they just called her a B. Walk away."
That's it. So a bitch is the worst thing anybody can ever call you.
Did you just say they messed up her order?
Listen, I don't like cheese on my hamburger. So if you put cheese on my hamburger, I feel disrespected because I already told you don't put cheese on my hamburger. But you don't see me walking into Burger King with my 22.
With my 22.
Y'all disrespected me. No, that's not cool. We're not talking about disrespect, people.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Scrape that damn cheese off.
It's so much bigger. I promise it's bigger than that.
It's definitely bigger. It's definitely bigger.
It's
Yeah, y'all don't do it. Don't go out here. Okay. Okay, y'all. So let's talk about this residual income.
Yes, mailbox money.
Okay.
Alexa, play "Money on My Mind" by Lil Wayne.
Money on My Mind by Lil Wayne from
All right. Alexa, let's play Look Baby, Get Money. Oh.
Okay, Alexa, stop the music.
My little DJ, hey, go DJ, cause that's my DJ. Go DJ. I cannot, okay. But no, just tell Alexa to play Look Baby Get Money. Okay, so let's talk about it. Wait a minute, AP. We're gonna okay. So what does residual income mean for the ones that don't know, that doesn't know what it means? It's excess of money generated more than a minimum rate of return. However, in personal finance, residual income is the level of income an individual has after the deduction of all personal debts and expenses paid.
Ooh.
So the question is like, what are y'all doing? And also for the people, that's out there that's watching and listening, what are you guys are doing to get the residual income? Or what? You go ahead, Alicia.
So
both our names Alicia.
Period, boo. Right. So I guess for me, it was like I was saying earlier, the Travel Outlier, the travel and lifestyle company. And within the Travel Outlier, we have different products and services to help curate a dream travel, live, repeat lifestyle. So that involves a full service travel agency, because additional streams of income right now in this day and age, additional streams of income isn't just something that you may need or you may not like. Now you need them. Jobs are not cutting it. That one job that you're going to work for every day is not cutting it. So for me, the goal was to always figure out what can my creative mind come up with to make money. And it started off as a full service travel agency. When Corona hit, I had to kind of pivot and think of something else. So with that, I brought in my online bookstore, #Bookworm University. Make sure you guys go check that out. I believe that books are the vehicle to new thoughts and ideas. So one of the ways we become creative is by reading, by doing. So in addition to the bookstore, the travel agency, I have merchandise. So within that conversation, that is three additional streams of income in reference to my job as well. So 4 total. And the goal is to work smart, not harder. So one of the ways that, again, like I said, how I can do that is just by being creative and diversifying my portfolio, baby.
Hey.
Yes.
Yes. Put that somewhere where that money can come in.
Goals.
Goals, for real.
I am so happy and lucky to know you, sister.
Girl, listen.
Sister. I got my own.
I do my own.
Hey. And do.
Okay.
So what about you, AP?
So AP, look.
She got 30 jobs, y'all. For real. She probably still is out 30.
I did last year. I did have 30 jobs. Now I don't have 30 jobs. I need more. Like that Doug song. I need more allowance. You're the lady.
You're the lady who.
Yes, that's me. I need it. No, okay, so real talk though. I don't do anything of like I used to last year. Last year I was just trying to freaking keep my head above water, had a lot going on emotionally. And this move has been a lot for me, and I've since have downsized on everything that I'm doing. However, I'm ready to pick that thing back up and make some stuff happen. Hence while we're selling hair, holla at us, Twisted Sisters tresses, affordable, fast shipping. We got it to you. It colors, it customized. Look. It is what it is. But anyway, so residual income to me as an insurance agent, check it out. I did not know, like, okay, I did come from entrepreneurs, like you had said that one time, I did come from entrepreneurs. My family has always been the kind of people to work for themselves or work some kind of way where they did not have to have a boss or somebody tell them what to do. My great grandfather was into real estate. His whole family was into real estate. He owned a lot of Greenville. My grandma, like, she was into home health care, my mother as well. So not really been into working for nobody telling us what to do. So that being said, I knew about working. They were like, go to school, you're really smart, right? You're really smart, Alicia. You are going to be something. Go to college, go be something, go be somebody. But Alicia didn't like for nobody to tell her what to do. So that wasn't gonna work. No matter how smart Alicia was, it did not matter because Alicia did not like for nobody to tell her what to do. Sorry, not sorry. So I was lucky enough to link up with my mentor who showed me a different way, and boom, get your insurance license, whatever. So to me, it was like, ooh, I can do what I want to do. Somebody set these appointments for me. I can go sell insurance, and it's cool. I got to make a lot of money doing this. But then they're like, but hey, you get residual income. And I was like, what that mean? They're like, so from everybody that you signed up for insurance from 2016, they're going to pay you every single month that they remain your client. Every month, they're going to pay you for that person a certain amount. So if you sign up 100 people in 1 year, there's going to be 100 people that they pay you for every month the following year. Before you don't have to sell nothing else. Those people are going to be on your books. You don't have to get up out of bed. You don't have to talk to them people. You don't have to do nothing. You just get up, and we're going to deposit money for them 100 people in your account. Every single year, for everybody you put on the books, the next year, every single month, we're going to put money into your account. And I was like, oh yeah? And that's what residual income is for me. Them people is a pain in your ass. But that being said, every month, mailbox money. I don't got to do nothing for a certain amount of money to come to me every single month. That is residual income for me.
And what most people don't know is passive income is something that is the least tax. It's the least tax.
Yep.
You go to work, what happens? You go to work, you pay taxes, you get a paycheck. Well, with passive income, you make money, you spend money, then you report whatever you didn't spend, and that is tax. That's the difference in passive income versus
tax income.
What's the word again, AP? What's the income?
Passive income versus
the other word?
Tax income.
Working income, basically.
Yes, that tax income.
It's tax relief. So when I found that out, it was like, oh, whoa, this is important. Because now what I can do is, instead of going to work, get a paycheck, it's tax, I get the remaining balance, I can now make my own money, pay bills within my company, any bills that is required to keep it running, and then I can report that, and then I can tax.
Y'all, that is how rich people stay rich. That is how Amazon did not have to pay no freaking taxes on that money on them billions of dollars that they generated. That is how you do it. But they don't teach you that.
And they don't teach you that. And
they don't teach you that.
We have a worker mentality. We, like you said, AP, we go to school, we go to college, we get a good job, and we go to work. Well, I don't know about anybody else, but my life wasn't that straight and narrow. So when I got tired of robbing Peter to pay Paul,
girl,
I had to figure out another way. And passive income was the way. And I was like, oh, this is dope. So you can make a t-shirt, Dream, Travel, Live, Repeat, traveloutlier.com. You can make a t-shirt, and that's made money, and now I go to sleep and I wake up, you have an order, you have an order, you have an order. Okay, well, I make the money again, make the money from my t-shirts, put that money back into my business, and then I report that. It's a win-win. So we're talking about Black Lives Matter earlier. This is why this is a Black Lives Matter, because
this is what we do.
This is what we need to know.
Y'all, drug dealers, listen. Okay, listen. I ain't that person that's like, oh God, drug dealers are like terrible for the streets of America. They need to go to jail. They're awful people. They're gonna pay for the evil they've done. Like, I'm not that guy. Listen, drug dealers, anybody that know a drug dealer, whether it's your baby daddy, cousin, husband, freaking Roscoe, Ray, any of that stuff, you know that to be a drug dealer, you have to be a businessman. Entrepreneurship is in us, because guess what? We will find a way out of no way. Do you hear me? That's why the government brought crack.
That is why.
No kind of saw Facebook. That's why the government brought crack over here, because they knew we was gonna get it. Listen, we are Black people are business people. We are.
I can agree. And then just by me just sitting up here listening, y'all is just like, Glow, yeah. Because you remember when I was just like, yeah. I feel like, I'm just back here just thinking. Like, I don't even want to talk. I don't even want to talk.
Get on it, like, look, over there writing notes. Let's get it. Like, what's next,
I'm
boo?
just like, like, real talk, because that's what the fuck I want. Like, real talk. Like, I'm not out here to try to scam nobody. I'm not out here to do nothing. I'm out here trying to get my name out here. I'm out here trying to push it. I'm out here trying to get it, because I know I got kids. And I know that I'm really and I remember, Pooh, I remember when I had said, I just wish I would have known when I was this age. And he was like, nah, you wouldn't even been able to handle that at that age. It was like, how do you know? Like, yes, I could. Yes, I could.
You wasn't, girl. Do you have those moments where you be like sitting there, be like, oh, that's why that didn't happen like that, because I needed to this. Like,
I got to grow, bitch.
Yes.
Okay.
And then what's so crazy, y'all? I sit up here and I think about growth every day. And I know, like, it's not me dwelling in the past. It's me being thankful for where I'm at now. Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, I put up something that I posted on Facebook 10 years ago. And it was just like, I just knew I was getting ready to go through all these bumps, humps, all this crazy adventure. But I don't mind, because I like who I am, y'all. Like, it took me a while to get here. That's why I'm just like, y'all don't understand. Do y'all
listen?
Like, real talk. Like, for real.
Everybody that's in our, like, age bracket, by our age bracket, I'm gonna say, like, late 20s to 30s, no, not 20s, just 30s up. I encourage y'all to go back and watch Waiting to Exhale. Listen to me when I tell you.
I've already done watched it.
Look, and in your adult life, you be like, yo, because I watched it when I was a little girl. And your adult life, you be like, girl, Bertie, it was me. Look. Listen, you gotta go back and watch that, because I'm telling you, it is going to it's going to empower you, not because they was on that, whatever they was on, that, 90s Black woman, but it's going to empower you, because it's going to let you know that, guess what? You're right on track to where you need to be and what it is you're trying to do. You good, sis.
It was like, yes, like, thank you for letting me go through this. Like, I'm thankful. Like,
it built me. It built me for real. Like,
for real, like, and that's why I'm just sitting up here and just listening to y'all ladies just talk. Like, this is boom. Like, this is what I'm really, really trying to build when it comes with the conversations with Glow. And it's so crazy that the people that I have behind me, like, even like including y'all, my best friend, like the people that I have behind me that like just be like, go, and they just be like, nah, go, like, for real. Go
straight up.
Go hard, go fast, keep going, don't stop,
ever.
It's the end for us eventually, whatever it is. And I got a best friend that she always says she doesn't want to go to her grave full. I want to go to my grave empty. I want to go to my grave knowing that everything that I said I was going to do, I did. Everything that I wanted to accomplish, I accomplished. And it's only when you meet up with like-minded individuals that you know that I'm not crazy. It was one point in time where I felt like I was crazy because the only thing that I want to talk about is how to better myself, how to better my family, how to better my community. If you're talking about anything other than that, you got to keep it pushing. I can't be around it because the assignment that I'm on right now, I can't be distracted.
Exactly.
It's a takeover. Like I'm trying to get in the room. I'm trying to let the back door open. I'm trying to hit the windows open.
Girl, it is. Come on.
For
It's
real.
a place for everybody. It's a place for everybody.
For real. It really is. And then Sharice Anderson, she said that, you know, speaking into an existence and just going back on the comments, thank y'all again so much for tuning in and, you know, pouring out y'all, you know, y'all comments or whatever. It's exciting. But
it's powerful. Love y'all.
Yeah, you know, like Jennifer, you know, you said a spiel. But you know, with you starting your company, you know, and then with you starting your lip gloss company, again, that's a good thing. Like it's something that you wear like all the time. Why not do something that you like doing all the time? Why do y'all think Conversations with Glow came about? Man, listen. Okay. I like to talk.
Find
you
your
know,
passion, monetize your passion, and scale it. That is entrepreneurship. Trying to figure out solving a problem that you feel needs to be solved, scaling that problem, and
finding a problem, solving it, and freaking capitalizing on that
and
thing.
how to scale it. And it's super. As you can see now, Corona brought out the entrepreneur in everybody.
Everybody.
Go through my timeline, I'm seeing all kind of stuff, and I'm not even seeing stuff where it's, oh, I want to sell lashes, but I don't want nobody to say nothing. People don't even care no more. I just recently read that in 2017, the black buying power equals $1.3 trillion. If that's enough money for 30,000.
I need this link for this lip gloss. I'm sorry.
You ain't gonna sell to everybody in the world. Like, figure out your passion, figure out what you want to do, scale it, and find a way to get money, and build build a foundation and make sure it's correct. Because we don't, a lot of times, unfortunately, we don't make sure that the foundation is correct.
And hold on, wait, you gotta understand as well that everybody don't know everybody. You get what I'm saying? So I had to, when I seen somebody put up a status, y'all, and this is another reason why I really don't go down my timeline. It's just like, you know, need to clean up some. But anyway, it was somebody, and if she watching, I'm talking about her, but I'm not gonna call no names. But she had put up a status and was just like, you know, like somebody was talking about her because all of a sudden, you know, she started doing nails. And she was just like, I just won't post my work no more. And I was just like, what? Like, that hit me. Like, they was talking to me like, what? Like, the fuck you mean? Like, who gives a fuck? Because everybody out here do the same thing. If I wanted to go to school and do nails, I'm pretty much sure I can go to school and learn how to do nails. What y'all have to understand
how many different brands of wheat bread is on the bread aisle? Like,
yes.
Come on.
And then what y'all got to understand, and this is when it comes with the bread, what y'all have to understand is that everybody do not know everybody. Everybody don't know everybody. You don't.
You don't.
Period, Pooh.
So that's why it's so important to network. That is the power of network, because a lot of times we get so focused on we want people to support, we want our people, and when I say our people, I mean like the people that's in close proximity to you. You want them to support you, but unfortunately, those aren't the people that actually are going to step up and support you first. It's going to be an unknown person that you didn't even know that buy a shirt, that buy a cup, but that buy some lashes because they've seen you on whatever. So the idea isn't to talk about your non-supporters. The idea is to talk about the people that are supporting you. And I promise you, if you keep.
And then the thing is, y'all, what y'all have to understand is that supporting, I'm going to say this, and I done said this before, and I also done posted on my page. supporting doesn't mean spend your money. I don't even care. Supporting means sharing, reposting, whatever that whatever that you want to do. That's supporting, because you don't know what audience that you are reaching out to. You get what I'm saying? Like, just all it takes is one share, and then boom, boom, and then and it's just like I said, everybody don't know everybody. They be like, oh damn, oh, she sell that. Then boom, you link up, boom. Y'all got a little relationship going on. That's what I'm saying. Like, I like the people, like, I just love everybody that's like really behind, me, and then y'all, and then it's just like everybody, like, I have a best friend, support her, support her, like, we coming up with plans, and it's just like so much. And it's just like, I feel like if we all put ourselves together and quit trying to make it seem like that it's a competition thing. Y'all don't even understand the movement. Y'all talking about Black Lives Matter. It's just us as a whole, as a community, what we can do for each other.
So amazing.
You get what I'm saying?
It's
and the thing is that you can't feel like nobody is out here like really like trying to copy you. It's just the fact that you have to understand, and this is where I had to find myself at, like, okay, you can't feel like that because everybody is not you. It's only one you. It's only one you. It's your personality. It's what you do as a person. It's the respect that flows off of you. What we just talked about, respect. Don't die for it. But you know what I'm saying? As long as you know you have the respect for yourself, it's going to show off to other people. And people are going to want to fuck with you.
Right. We see it now. There's a ton of travel agencies. There's a ton of people who sell travel. But there's only one travel outlier. There's only one. Dream, travel, live, repeat. There's only one. It's stamped. It's certified. It ain't going nowhere. You can't use that, baby. It's trademarked.
Now, period,
So,
poo.
But yeah, like literally to everything Glo said. To everything Glo said.
Shout out to me, cause yo.
Glo.
But y'all, I'm like real talk. Like it's that's why I feel like somebody didn't want to touch on it, but I just feel like we got to touch on it. And look, look at you.
So silly.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move on. So I do want to talk. I think that we probably already touched this with everything that we done said in all of this. Is basically how can we boost and build communities of Black Lives Matter. Oh no, we have not talked about this, and this is what I want to talk about. Okay, so how can we boost and build communities because of Black Lives Matter? So Alicia Brockman, okay, on your story, I was watching one night and I came across, and you said when you start seeing more Dollar Generals, Dollar Trees, and Family Dollars more than you see grocery stores, we have a problem. Okay, my nosy ass. What you mean?
But I like that. I always like you already know how we do.
Yeah. So I was like, what you mean? And then when you broke it down, it was just like, yeah, just like how you see a a liquor store on every corner in the hood, but as soon as you drive downtown, you see all the grocery stores, the everything. So the thing is, okay, so can you tell them basically what you told me when I asked you what you mean?
Yeah, so one of the things that people don't realize is that a grocery store, is the heart of the community. It's the bread, it's literally the bread and butter of your community. When you start removing the heart, or when you start feeding, just like a body, when you start feeding the heart processed foods and you don't have access to fruits and vegetables, the common, luxuries, I guess at this point is pretty much damn considered a luxury. When you don't have that, that messes up your heart. So again, most of us on the live, we know 2-5. Take a look at District 25. They're removing that Balo from that community.
Boy, that broke my heart.
It broke, literally, like it broke.
For real. I remember that story like this high.
Yes, it's literally it broke the heart of the community. And look at where that community is now. So what they did was they removed the Balo from District 25 and they put up Harris Teeter. Well, let's just be clear. Harris Teeter isn't for the people of District 25.
Hold on, wait. Before you go on with that, though, you got to understand that Harris Teeter was also back in the day, too, across the street from Balo, where GB Shoes at. And they removed Harris Teeter basically to put, I'm guessing, like GB Shoes. Did Harris Teeter, like, go out of business?
No, I mean, no, because there's Harris Teeter still everywhere. There's enough. There's one up now.
Okay.
So to your point, it started years ago. So they removed Harris Teeter, they removed Bloom's, because remember Bloom's was there as well on the corner. And right. And when they put Harris Teeter to put it in a upscale community, well, we all know what upscale community means. It just means a white community. Because the people of District 25, look where it was once accessible, a quick drive, look what you now have to go fight for. So removing things like that, that's why I said that's the heart of the community. And when you put Family Dollar, like Family Dollar, Dollar General, the other one that I can't even think of.
Dollar Tree. What type of substance are you getting? What type of substance can you get from a store like that? Do you find broccoli? Do you find squash, spinach, green beans? Like the things that your heart literally needs. And going, not to go back and be a dead horse about the Black Lives Matter, but that to me is what matters. That's why I feel like that's where the money is being donated. That I feel like, okay, so
where it should go.
This is where it should go. Put it in the community. Quit collecting. Y'all getting millions of dollars. Let's put it in a community where it goes. If it really matters to you, like you say it matters to you, show it.
I was, again, look at me. I was reading, because again, y'all know I'm always reading. But there was once a time where the Black dollar stayed in the community for 6 months. Do you know the impact of that Black dollar circulating inside of the community for 6 months? That means that they didn't have to step outside of their community to go to the doctor. They didn't have to step outside of their community to go to the dentist, the eye doctor, the grocery stores, clothing stores. They did not have to step out of the side of their community for anything. Now, the Black dollar stays in our community for 6 hours, in comparison to the Jews that stay 20 days, in comparison to the Asians that stay over a month. So something is wrong with that circulation when you put the Black people, or when you put people of color up against the Jews, or up against the Asian community, or even the Latino community. Look at go down to Berea, and from Walgreens on down, you see supermercados. You do not see Balos, you see a supermercado. Supermarket in Spanish.
So I have a question then. Is that element, so is it enough for us to acknowledge that the Black American way, all this indoctrination of the Black American is literally our downfall? We've already established that is our downfall, but at what point do we dig deep into that and realize that's what our issue is, and then push forward, right? Because I was thinking about, like, just for example, that Wale or Rotimi song, right? They're both from Nigeria, and even when Toby, yeah, okay, no, Wale's from here, but his parents are Nigerian. Toby, whatever, I can't pronounce his last name, he's Nigerian. He has a relationship with Wale. They are African, and contrary to popular belief, there are so many African countries, African tribes, African communities that are thriving, that are wealthy, that have a lot of money, that work together and are very prosperous over there where they are. They have not had to deal with the slave trade. They did not have to deal with European like civilization. They didn't have to deal with any of that stuff. Is that what it is? Is that literally our thing that is keeping us from being able to work together, prevail, and move forward? The self-indoctrinated hate that has been placed in us due to the slave trade, due to where we came from, our roots, our ancestors, and all that other stuff, versus the countries in Africa and how they work together.
I believe so, because you have, what happens is when you take us out of our community, people of color, Black communities, then you are put in other communities and you start learning about other things. You don't necessarily get the history of your people.
Washed out.
Right. And so the affluent is always going to control the narrative of history. When you know that, that's when you start to dig a little deeper. Again, if the whole stereotype, if you want to hide something from a Black person, put it in the book. That's not a stereotype for no reason. So the more and more we get into who we are as a people, who we are as an individual, who we are as a community, the more and more we get to that, I think that is when you start your mindset change. And when that happens, that's why I'm so big on travel, because being able to step outside of Greenville, then step outside of South Carolina, and then step outside of the country to see how other people live, you start to be like, hold up, okay, well, y'all said on the news that this place was bad, but they love it. They love me here. I'm a sister here. We went to Bahamas and pulled up on a cookout. They welcomed us in like family. I don't know these people a day in my life, but I now have a connection outside of here. And I think that to your question, I think once you start to dig into your history and who you are, that's when the mindset changes.
It's really important. That's important.
It is.
It's important. It really is important. It takes a lot to do that, though. It takes a lot to try to like sit with yourself, figure yourself out, your history, who you are the way you are, why you look the way you look, why you feel the way you feel, why you produce the way you do. Like, just to figure that out. It's painful and it's time consuming to do it, but a lot of us need to do it to figure it out. We can't go nowhere until we do it. We can't.
Do you think it's necessary?
It is necessary and proper.
You got to, because think about, just like for each of us individually, the pruning that we had to do for our own journey to get where we are today. Like, for us to be on conversations with Glow, you had to prune. And had it not been for your pruning, I wouldn't be able to promote the Travel Outlier. I wouldn't be able to promote, or AP wouldn't be able to promote
Twisted Sister Stresses.
I don't know why she put that tongue twisted. It's just like
y'all know AP. Y'all know I gotta be difficult. Don't do that. AP, aka difficult.
So had it not been for your pruning, we wouldn't be here. So going back to your purpose, what we started out to do, the show, you had to prune for us to be here. We wouldn't be on conversations with Glow if you weren't pruning, if you were still doing what you were doing in 2005. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
So,
a word, Lisa.
It's hard, y'all. People don't understand.
That shit is hard. That shit is stressful.
A word, Lisa.
I've had many nights where I'm up and I'm crying, bawling my eyes out, because I'm like, I can't, God, take the wheel, because I can't go another 30 years how I was living 30. I can't do that. So
growth be so real.
Because I can't do that, I had to know me. I had to get to know me. And when I got to know me, like, all bets are off now. That girl that was 21, she don't hold, man, listen.
You know what though? I found out in getting to know me, for me as an empath, right? And just because of my love for people, what I have figured out in getting to know me and still getting to know me, because it's not done, it's never done. The journey is never done.
But
one of the things that
like,
always, One of the things that I have found out about getting to know me is that because I'm learning so much about me, I have so much more mercy and grace for other people and what they're going through and why they do it. I don't like, what's it say in the 4 agreements? Don't take stuff personal. Like I literally, like when people do and say their thing, like people do stuff and they say stuff, like I'm not perfect, but I still fall short. But I literally just be like, I just like let it fall like like water off a duck's back, right? Like I get it. I'd be like, and even if it's foul stuff, I'd be like, I get it. I just can't rock with it. Like I get why they said what they said. I get why they did what they did. But I'll get it because X, Y, and Z, whoop-de-whoop, I feel it. I can't rock with it, but I understand why they said that. I understand why they did that. And that's because of who I am and what it is that I'm somebody. I'm the villain. I always say I'm the villain in somebody's story. We're all the villain in somebody's story. Yet at the end of the day, somebody rocked hard enough with me to see something in me to pull me out of a bad place and make me a better person, help make me a better person. And because of that, I'm ever grateful and finding out more about myself and the good, the bad, the ugly. I have so much more. My heart is so much softer for people because I get it. Like I get it.
I feel like that book, The 4 Agreements, is, I'm gonna, promote it. The 4 Agreements, I feel like that book is really something important to read. I wrote it down, like actually wrote down, like typed out like the 4 agreements and took a screenshot. Took a picture of it with my phone and I got it as a wallpaper on my phone. Like I really be trying to do that. And it's just like, and guess what it says when it says that if you messed up that day, don't worry about it. Wake up the next day and try again. All you can do is try your best.
Try your best.
That's it.
Get a journal and get a journal, people. Write that stuff down, get that out, because what happens is we don't have a release. And because we don't have a release, it boils over to where now you tripping, the kids come in, Mama, I'm hungry. Now you blowing up at them. And they didn't have nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? So like when you gotta find a way to get it out. Don't hold it in. If you got somebody to talk to, get that out. You got to get it out. You got to get that off of you because that's the only way you're going to wake up. Like you said, anew. Wake up to, okay, that happened yesterday. This is where we at. What did I learn from yesterday? How can I not repeat those same mistakes?
Exactly.
And you just go from there. You take it easy on yourself.
It's really like going with the flow and really like living in the moment. Like just like, and that's where it comes from earlier where I'd be like, some of my energy cannot just go to a lot of things. Like it's a lot of things that I see, but I just be like, I just want to laugh, y'all. Like, can I laugh?
Yes, and then you gotta be mindful of that thing. Like you gotta shut it down. Like I always say, my daddy is so funny. Like my daddy is hilarious. One of the funniest people in the world. And him and my grandma had a really close relationship, and they would talk all day, every day. She passed away in 2014, but he's still like he just to go let you know that he will talk, and he is crazy as hell, and he's a reporter, so he always want to know who, what, when, where, and why, and he be stressing me out because I don't be in nobody's business. I don't care. Like he'd be like, why? What's such and such doing now? What's such and such doing? What they say? I'd be like, I don't know. Or he'll call me, but he'll know some mess about. He don't even live here. He live in Florida. He'll call me with some mess about what's going on in Greenville. I'll be like, Daddy,
I don't know.
It's not even just about like it's gotta be mindful of it. Like I'll be like, I can't, like I won't answer the phone, like I can't talk to him right now, or I'll be like, you know what you're doing the most. He'll be like, I'm doing the most, and he'll be like, all right, I'll talk to you later, because he know. Like I just so you have to not only be like, okay, no, I'm not gonna do it, but you have to like be affirmative and set those boundaries and say what you have to say, and try to keep your peace as best you can, because that kind of stuff. Like that person, I try to be impeccable with my words, right? Trying to say, my thoughts ain't there all the way now. But
I'm beginning.
When I actually speak, I try to be okay with, and sometimes, and I'm so knowledgeable of it, and so like on top of when somebody else says something that's like bad or like negative or whatever, sometimes I cringe. I'd be like, ooh, like don't say that. Like I don't even want to hear that. Like keep it like, and I'll try to speak positivity, like, you know, you don't have to say that, or you don't got to be like that, or trust me, if you stop being like that, things will be better for you. Like, I be trying because listen, I ain't got time for no mishaps and all that. I don't.
Start tuning, and man, oh man, it's just something. It's something real about it. It's something that is authentic about it, and it's genuine. And when it's genuine, I don't know. It feels good. It feels.
When it's genuine, you feel that smile on your heart too. It's just like you smiling, and you just like,
it's smelling like
it's like, yeah, you know, like right. So yeah. So y'all, I just feel like y'all know that self-care is the best care. Y'all take care of yourselves, like real talk, even though, you know, but that's where it comes to when it comes to building a Black community. It's just like, let's put it where it belongs, y'all. Let's get these grocery stores back up. And even with the ones that have like their own farm, like growing their own fruits and vegetables.
Where's Janelle? Janelle Gill, where you at?
Janelle,
where you at? We need a schoolhouse. Let's start us a schoolhouse, man. Let's do it.
For real. We need these Black teachers that's really gonna care.
We do, because this homeschooling low-key is
like, you know, because we need them. I'm not gonna say anything out the way, because you know, I don't want to be like Nick Cannon.
You gotta watch what you say. We ain't trying to go out like your boy. Guard your words.
Mind your words.
Mind your words. But you know, we need y'all. Like every Black, like y'all are the jacks of all trades. My brother is the jack of all trades. Like I'm like my little brother. He doesn't even understand how he amazes me. Like he's a rapper. He's a tattoo artist. He done got him a little mobile RV that he done fits all the way up by himself. Electricity, all of that. Like he cleans. Like he cook. Like he's a father. Like it's just so much. You get what I'm saying?
Yes, melanin popping. Let's get it. We do this.
Yes, that's my bro. He get on my nerves or whatever, and we get into it like anybody else. But you know, I fucks with him because you know he has things that he could put in the Black community, and it's just like if everybody can just really, like I keep on saying it, like let's put it together, y'all.
Let's put it together and let's stick together.
For real.
Together, being consistent is important.
For real. So we're gonna go ahead and what?
Nothing. I just got sad.
Oh, don't get sad.
Oh man, I'm just sad, man. I'm so sad. I'm just sad.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the last topic, question, or whatever. So last night I was up on Instagram, and I'm just tapping away, and I come across T.I. page, my nosy ass, and he is talking about the Lloyds of London. And what I've learned from it by listening to him is that it is an insurance and reinsurance market located in London, founded in 1686. Okay? So catch this part, y'all. He said, this is the same company that provided ships and loans to the people, which I mean by people like the British people, to come to Africa to get our ancestors and bring them over from Africa. Well, bring them over to America from Africa.
How does the last topic? We had to talk about Jada Pinkett.
Huh?
How does the last topic? We're supposed to talk about Jada Pinkett.
Yeah, I forgot. My bad. No last.
But I'm intrigued because I don't know about the Lloyds of whomever is.
Lloyds of London.
Let me finish telling you, okay? So he said that the company now is worth $52.8 billion. Okay. He said he is asking every Black and brown person to get 10% of whatever. It's not a reparation, what everybody is asking for, but basically he is comparing to that. And basically what he's saying is that the 10% of that company is 1 million to us, our Black and brown people. Okay. So he's pushing for it. And basically, he has a website that's called Us or Else. I actually went on the website and, you know, signed that petition because it's just like, if I don't know, like, if this is a way that we're going to be able to fight, then okay, whatever. But he's really out here pushing hard, and he's saying that, you know, he talked to people about it, and he's trying to put $1 million in our pockets. But how do y'all feel about that? I see your face just like,
I
like,
forgot I'm on camera. Sorry, I forgot. Okay, I'm not trying to Nick Cannon myself, so let me think about what I'm trying to say. Before. Okay, so to give.
Yep. Tread lightly, sister. I know where you're going, but tread.
Yeah, right. So financial literacy is unfortunately very low on our totem pole as a people, as a collective. So to give a people, you can't hear me? Can you hear me, AP? I don't know what's going on. I can hear you. Say something, Glow.
hey,
I can hear you.
okay, go ahead.
Can you hear me? Girl,
now
keep
I
going.
can. Now I
Okay,
can.
so to give a people who struggle with financial literacy, will that really help us? Because as a people, like I said earlier, we have a buying power of $1.3 trillion.
That's not going to help, but go ahead.
Right. And
I said that. I said as soon as that $1 million get in their hands, it's gone. They don't know what to do with it. They're not going to know what the fuck to do with it. Okay, go ahead, Pooh.
That's my Virgo sister, so she was kind of saying exactly what I wanted to say, but a little, you know. But to the point though, although we have a $1.3 trillion buying power, that buying power unfortunately goes to liability. And that's drip too hard, don't stand too close. Drip. Cars, anything that depreciates, unfortunately. Because as a people, we don't, our numbers in investing in things like the stock market, investing in real estate, investing in things.
Real estate.
Right. Real estate, investing in things that appreciate and not depreciate, we struggle with.
Big struggle.
Right. So because I know that that is a struggle, and they don't teach us things like passive income is tax relief. Why they don't teach us things like trade, that you can go to a trade school instead of going to college. Maybe trade is better for you. We don't learn that, and we go out and we accumulate this debt and all of this other stuff that don't mean us no good, to where getting $1 million a piece, I don't know.
And then guess what he said though? And what's so crazy, because when he was saying that, y'all, remind y'all, I'm up to like 3 o'clock in the morning. I ain't had nobody business being up. I'm like I said, I'm just up. And I'm just thinking, and maybe God had me up like that because it was like things that was just running through my mind. It was just like, and he was like, oh, you want a Rolls? Because he was riding in his Rolls Royce or whatever. And he was like, y'all want one? Well, if you want this, then, and I'm just like, see? That's what the fuck I'm talking about. You're steering them wrong already. What the fuck they gonna do with this $1 million? And I'm already thinking in my head what the fuck I can do with this $1 million. I'm gonna invest this shit. You think I'm gonna goddamn? I'm not gonna spend this shit. I'm trying to invest this shit. I'm trying to get my money. Let's see if I can goddamn get to, let's see if I can double that. Let's see how we can double back on that. But everybody don't have that mind mentality to get to where, and guess what? Oh, we need to go buy this. They're gonna go buy these big ass houses, and then they're gonna forget that they gotta pay taxes on the motherfucker. You get what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
It don't make it really
like
that don't make sense. So, like I said, as a people, we don't invest, unfortunately, in things that appreciate. It's more depreciate. So to give us $1 million, it's a reason why half of the lottery winners go broke. Like, just because if you don't know how to manage $20, you're not gonna manage $1 million. Let's just be clear. So I can't say that I'm rocking. If anything,
if you take your last $20 and go buy 2 grams versus you putting gas in your car, you have some reevaluating to do, my player. Cause you know you got well, you gotta learn the dollar first. You gotta learn how to save.
And if you don't, it's just gonna be you're gonna create a lifestyle that you can't afford and you can't keep up with, and then you're gonna be chasing your tail, trying to keep up with the Joneses, and don't nobody tell you that the Joneses' ass is broke as hell. They just fly.
Joneses ain't got no bread.
They ain't got no money. They fly though. Oh, you fly, but you ain't got no money.
Behind closed doors, they broke as fuck. Believe that.
No.
Spirit, broken mind, broken like broke as fuck, like
broke,
big time. So again, I don't know if that'll help us. I think
it wouldn't. It wouldn't. And I honestly, and as somebody that I don't listen, yeah, I need money to pay my bills and to maintain a certain quality of life. However, I do not view the dollar as most people view the dollar. So to me, reparations is not going to be dollars. Reparations is going to be time. It's going to be knowledge. It's going to be resources, right? Like you can't, like you said, financial literacy. Don't give my people a whole bunch of money just to watch us freaking self-destruct. Give my people knowledge. Give my people assets. Give my people time. Give my people resources. That's what we need, because at this point, that's gonna be another reason to self-destruct. And then furthermore, when y'all do give our people something, here you come bombing and throwing. You're not gonna do it right. So give us enough to know that we can do for ourselves and make it for ourselves and maintain it for ourselves.
In that we need to have a black bank open up, and where the black and brown people are not getting credit checks, and where they can get $1 million off start with businesses or something like that. Y'all gotta go back and watch. Y'all gotta go back and watch it, because it was just like, But again, in the back of my mind, I'm just like, they ain't gonna know what to do with that, man. That's what they gonna do. Go
opportunities, like, because you give us $1 million and we're gonna go spend it at Nike, we're gonna go spend it with these big brand corporations, when instead of doing that, instead of buying Nike stock, stock is $97 a share. So instead of spending $200 on some vapor maxes, maybe you take that $200 and you go buy 2 shares in Nike. Now you have a stake in the company. Now,
and yeah, you do. And so now when you shop for Nike, you're really basically paying yourself. I mean, come on.
Wait, I think they give dividends. Let me just check.
Oh.
So while you're looking that up, I want to say that Paris Sullivan said that we need some factories, black-owned, exporting and importing, etc. Set us up some real purchasing power. Exactly. That's exactly what you can do with the $1 million, is set us up with real power, real purchasing power. Where, we did the blackout thing. Y'all want us to do all of this, and it's just like, but y'all want to put this money back in our hands so therefore we can give it back to y'all.
Right.
When it needs to be really put inside the community, like, for real. Like, it's just like, come on. When I went to the community service with Aaliyah, and we gave out breakfast, it was just like, I felt good doing stuff like that. Made me feel really good. And it's just like, let's build within. Like, okay, so everybody with a social security number that's black, everybody gonna get $1 million. Majority of these people don't even have a home.
Right. It costs $110 plus some change to get a business license in the state of South Carolina. That $110 that I spent have made me well over, you know what I'm like, it has tripled itself in the matter.
Right. My first transaction already paid that back, like quick.
Right.
The first transaction paid that back.
Real quick.
Come on.
Real quick. It doesn't take, there's a reason why Nike has a $1 billion slogan, just do it, because it's that fucking simple.
Period.
Whatever you want to do, for anybody who's watching it, want to do something, just do it. Like Flo said, it took Aaliyah put it out there, and one person, her thought alone showed up for, you went out there, Glow. Like, one person make a difference. The world will make you think that one person don't make a difference, but that is a lie. And as soon as you realize that's a lie, everything changes. It took nothing for her to do. Like, even I wasn't able to give my time, but what did I do? Let me holler at your Cash App, Aaliyah. Let me send you some money so I can help you do that. Let me send you some money towards breakfast for the homeless. And think about,
and it was, y'all don't even understand, it was more than enough. She was like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I was like, see if you can leave it at the facility. We don't need it. See if you can leave it for them.
Right.
And you had some that was coming up being picky, but it was still the thought, and it was the thought of what I had of me already wanting to do something community service wise. And then she put this out here, and I was like, bam, let's go. All right, let me post this. Let me get some donations for you, and let me help you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not looking for nothing in return. Let me help you.
Shout out to Nappy Kitchen.
Yeah, Nappy Kitchen, Aaliyah. But yeah, that's how it goes. So let's okay. Rob Rainey said, read Capital in the 20th Century by Thomas Piketty. It explains how real wealth is created and maintained, how almost all of us are in a renter cycle, and how stock markets are only opened up after the real wealth has been generated. That's a good book. Thank you, Rob. Yeah.
I'll be looking up. I'm definitely gonna be getting it.
You gonna put that in a bookworm?
I'm definitely gonna be trying to figure out how to get that. Another good book is The History of the Black Dollar. I posted some excerpts the other day on my page, and again, there was once a time where the black dollar was worth $700 million in 1911. 1911. Now, mind you, we fresh off slavery. 1911, the black dollar was worth $700 million. In 1911, they didn't even have TikTok. So think about what we have now.
I was just sitting up here thinking about technology alone.
Technology alone. You can rule the world from your iPhone.
Let's do it.
But you know what? You can log on Instagram and they can tell you that, and they tell you how. And then guess what, y'all? Let me tell y'all something. And y'all may not know this, but and then I'm gonna say this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap it up with Jada Pinkett and her whatever. So I feel like this. I don't lost my train of thought, but I lost my train of thought, but help me.
Help me. I don't know, Glow.
It was on the tip of my.
We were talking about the
black dollar, money on my mind. Do I need to get Alexa again?
I think I don't know, Glow. I'm sorry.
But nah, I just really feel like that. Just keep it going. Like, keep everything in a circle. If just whatever you gotta offer it. You don't know who might need it.
You right.
Keep going.
Lean on the next person, man. For real, for real. We can't do this. We cannot do this alone. We cannot. Like, I don't know who's. Look, it's not true. Ain't no it's lonely at the top. Ain't no new friends. Ain't no I'm gonna do this by myself. Ain't none of that. None of that. It's not true. You need people.
It's first class if my niggas can't sit.
Right.
I'm gonna have a crick in my neck, turn around looking. Like what the hell? That's how.
Where my girl at? From the front to back, when is you doing that?
Hey, like come on, you can't do it by yourself. It's a lie. And I didn't know. Look, I knew of Alecia and Glow way back when, like 5,000 years ago when we were in high school and stuff.
Don't take it back. Shut up. Oh, you
But I
trifling.
ain't know them. If I said no new friends, then how I look saying no new friends and then look at me now? I just met them like literally over within the past couple of years over Facebook. Talking about no new friends.
Like
That's stupid.
Handle some of the stuff like, Lord know how I am, you know how I am. Like, I need y'all just as much as y'all. Oh, y'all need me too. Like, I need that. I need rest. We need rest.
Count on me, I will be
Do
a
not.
friendship that will never end. When you are weak, I will be strong. Okay, I'm sorry. My bad.
I like that. I was with you. Lord,
I just watched Wait Until Exhale.
You were supposed
Y'all
to
get on my nerves so bad, man.
It's real. Like,
It is real.
we need each other.
Hug.
It's a marathon.
It's a marathon. So y'all, let's take this, let's take the last little bit and talk about Jada.
Make us look bad.
And listen, how do you pronounce it? Entanglement?
Entanglement.
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 Listen. I done seen people be like, oh, y'all women would say if it was whoop-de-woo and, all this other stuff, then y'all women would have said something, but y'all don't say nothing about Jada. Listen, I'm not that woman. Listen to me when I tell you, I am upset. Like in my Drake voice, I'm upset, okay, with Jada Pinkett. I am upset and I am a little taken aback and mortified, and I am slightly disturbed and disgusted because, listen, sister, that was a child. That was a broken child at this point. In reference to how old you are and how old your children are, you took advantage. Now, if you wanted to just have a little piece of his little youth meat, I get it. But to have this man so wrapped up and messed up in the head
I don't believe it.
over you.
I don't believe it either. Alicia AP can believe what the fuck she want to believe. Everybody back in the day, who the fuck they wanted to fuck? Jada Pinkett.
And after listening to his song, he was not a child being taken advantage of.
Definitely not a child talking about rob me like a motherfucking porn star. The fuck out of here.
I know I'm not saying that he was a child. I'm talking about with everything he had going on, battered, broken, hurt mentally.
No, he was battered and kind of broken in that first album. Get that second album. He was kind of a little bit broken and battered. Then he grew up a little bit.
Kind of a little bit, but he grew up.
And then when that third album came out, he tried to go back to being a little bit better if you listen to it a little bit. You gotta listen to his songs. But it's just like, fuck that. You cannot say that Jada, I ain't gonna say that she was wrong. Cause older women like young me. She's seen it. And from my understanding, I heard that August has a nice sized penis.
Oh, it's obvious.
Just like she was in a complicated situation. And that's where the entanglement come in at.
I like the way, as a married couple, why she do it though? Why Jada?
Because he had some big old youth meat.
I mean, and then for him to come out with the song afterwards, it was just kind of like, well, August, you was setting us up too. So I'm not gonna take I'm not gonna take that blame away.
He has to have his defense mechanism up because she played and discredited him the whole time. What else can he do but come back with a song?
The whole album is about her, and I'm gonna say this again on this show. The whole album was about her, from my understanding. The whole thing was the last album that he wrote was about her, and I think this is my third time seeing it. But it was about her. But my whole thing is, I felt like he played a part with him trying to go on there and just be like so brokenhearted. Oh, this was the most devastating thing that ever happened to me. Like, that set in me. Like, I done said this about 3 times. Like, that sat with me. Like, really, bro? She put some pussy on you, and that was devastating because she said she didn't want you no more? Or, I mean, we don't know what could have went on behind closed doors. We don't know what type of conversation that they could have had with each other. You get what I'm saying? And then what my thought is, after this red table talk with Will and Jada, and Jada said some things that Will really didn't agree with, because you can, from the little snippets that I saw, you can see the facial expression. So you don't know what type of conversation or what happened after this red table talk. Like, wow, you didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me that. Oh wow, so you felt like that. You know, it progressed more, and I just felt like that it was a situation that really didn't need to be addressed.
I feel like
you was
she
already
knew better.
2 or 3 weeks late, girl.
She should have knew better. She should have knew better.
Why?
She should have knew better. She did know better. As far as down the road, I guess yes, I feel like he may have definitely put a play on things since he was releasing new music. However, this is long gone or whatever. I think she thought she was about to get away scot-free a little bit. She wasn't expecting man to come on TV with the two-tone hair, with the crazy clothes and the crazy hat and the eyes looking like she wasn't expecting none of that. So now she's like,
I think he needed content. This was the perfect time.
He needed clout.
And
he got it.
And unfortunately, you gave him the content that he needed to come back out with another album. Because let's just be clear, after naming the song Entanglement, after he got it from her, which is the word that she used, it's a damn good marketing play. So shout out to his marketing team, because they about to run with Entanglement. But it was just kind of like, at first, listening to him, you would think like, oh, poor August. But again, after reading, now mind you, I didn't listen to the song, but I did read the lyrics of the song. After reading the lyrics of that song, it was like, you knew what you were doing, Army. Why you ain't hurt, you ain't trying, you just trying to get back out. You trying to make
exactly, and that's exactly what I said. And then somebody said, how do you know? It's just like it's things in me now that sits in me. And with me reading this book called Instinct, it's just like it's right on point. Like, if you pray about wisdom and discernment, and then discernment is you looking right through a motherfucker. And then you sit right there.
No, but this lady got a good 20-something years on this little man.
Who gives a fuck?
It should have never been her. That's what I'm saying. She should have not been entangled to begin with this little boy.
Okay, so
you don't know. That's what I'm saying. You don't know what could have went on behind these closed doors. You don't know.
They was entangled.
You don't know none of that.
But they was entangled. They should never be entangled.
Well, I guess they wasn't done.
Oh, yeah.
They got kids, and I don't know. Damn.
It's just not a good look, Miss Pinkett Smith.
I'm a little upset with them. I was a little upset with them, but again, like, I like the way, like, a lot of people thought they shouldn't have done it. I personally like the way they did it. I like that they showed solidarity.
Yes, it's that level of transparency that you respect and love.
Listen to what I just said. You like what you saw, but you don't know what the fuck happened when the camera said cut.
It's true. So that's why I say, as far as visual, because, well, here's the thing. Like, I do agree with you, Glow. We don't know. But I feel like because they did it the way they did, there's some type of transparency in their relationship. For them to be, because for you to sit down on TV and talk about somebody cheating on another and still sit there in solidarity, that's like, damn, they rocking with each other then. Okay, well, there it is then.
But how do we know it's cheating? Because of rumors that they swingers or they were in an open relationship. And then I guess it's not considered cheating if you're separated. Did she mention that they were separated?
Yeah, she did.
Okay, then. So it's not considered as cheating. It's not considered as cheating at all.
As a married person, and
that's what I said. I said, so what type of separation? Was it legal separation, or y'all just said, fuck it, we just gonna live in separate households? Because if it wasn't a legal separation, I get where you're coming from, where you feel like it still may be considered as cheating.
Well, I guess that would define wherever they are. So let's take it, for example, I only say that because with South Carolina, a legal separation is being not together for a whole year. So based off of the information that they told us, they wasn't together. So
let me get to these comments. Hold your thought. So what they just mentioned that Rick Ross and August got a song together called Entanglement. And then Jennifer said that Will was surprised, and he mentioned twice that he was going to get her back. And she felt like that Will was serious. So you let me know. He might be serious about getting her back for real. And then Toya said that Miss Van Zant need to help this man, which is August. He need to sit down with him for real. Yeah, and and Dana said that she was separated and ready to mingle, and he was willing to get played with. He caught feelings. Oh well, exactly. That's exactly how I feel.
Yeah, these comments got me crying. I bet I missed them.
Who? And then so
Will do tired, AB. Wait, no, Sharice, he looked tired the whole time. I was like, damn, why he look like that?
Yeah, he did look tired as fuck from me just actually looking at it. And then AD said that Jada run that relationship. She married him for clout and he married for love, basically. And then Jeff said by law, it is still adultery if you are separated. If one wanted to push the issue, they have a case. Period. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I guess it is considered, whatever. Toya said, I don't agree with it for the simple fact that they were still married. But I do not feel sorry for August. He knew she was married. This has literally gone on for years. Leave married folks alone so you don't get your feelings butt hurt. They never lie. They never leaving their spouse. Exactly.
He said was done with. He said he was done with her. She said he was done with me. And
no, that's what she said. She was like, yeah, she said he stopped picking up the phone for her. He stopped talking to her.
Period. Done.
Right. And Tony said that he will, it's in his DNA, even if he take 10 years. AD said it doesn't matter if it was legal. If they feel they were separated, then they were. They aren't leaving each other.
They just, whatever.
They're not leaving each other.
Float.
It's too much.
It is too much. So
they got assets and business ventures and children and houses.
To motherfucking keep her.
That's why they can't leave each other. You touched on that's what you just said is why they can't.
It's too much.
That's it as a unit to where when you start saying, I'm gonna leave, when you don't have anything invested as a unit, it's easier to part. But when you got both our names on the account, now we got to figure out who can get custody, where the kids going, how we gonna divvy up these assets, who paid for what during when, all this other stuff.
Cheaper to keep her. Cheaper.
That's why I feel like they came with that agreement.
And that's
And they may have an agreement. You do you, I do me, you know.
But here come August, the little boy done came, he can't keep his mouth shut. Little boy done came playing in the sandbox. See, that's what I'm saying. She ain't had no business. If they had it to the point where they got it like, okay, well, dang, we ain't happy together. Like he said, I ain't responsible for your happiness, you ain't responsible for mine. We gonna have a arrangement here. We gonna stay married, but we gonna do our own thing. But let's keep our own discretion going. And then boom, you gonna turn around and mess up the church's money and mess with the little boy, and here he come to the media, gonna air out all your little dirty draws. Yes. And now boom, you just stick to the original agreement.
I want to let them, me personally, I wouldn't have allowed for him to say what he had to say. It was 2 weeks gone already. Nobody don't give a fuck. I remember I seen a tweet on Twitter. The dude said Jada must be remaking this red table for this interview because he was ready for her to come talk. And it's been 2 weeks already. And at the end of the day, I just felt like that, you know, she didn't need to address it. Even though she addressed it for everybody else's sake and try to clear up her name or whatever. So therefore, she wouldn't look like the bad person. But it's just like, it is what it is. You're going to think what you want to think. And me personally, and what I think about the whole thing is that I still think they're lying, period.
Who you think that they are lying, like, as far as what exactly? Like,
I just think that she, like, I don't know. It's just like, oh, your publicist is the one that said, oh, you ain't the one that, oh, you didn't, he's telling a lie. Who really said that? Was it your publicist, or was that really you that said that August was telling a lie at first, and then all of a sudden you want to come out then now and say, oh yeah, we had a little fling, whatever. It's just like, come on, like, come on. And let me get into these comments real quick. Jeff said that I'm saying is Jada must have the same kind of pussy Sunshine had on Harlem Nights. And 80 said August needs to sit down and shut the fuck up. Wow. When you when you have a couple who have things invested in each other, assets, money, and etc., houses and etc., they will never leave. And Toya said August trying to sell workers, but nobody cares. She needs to stop. And Eddie said beyond that, Will has cheated repeatedly, but he keeps his toes in check. Jada shouldn't have been putting that Erykah Badu coochie on him.
Hey, unleash all of it, Jada. You can't. You always got to hold
for real. And he has been cheating. The whole thing is, let me tell y'all something. And it didn't even get circulated around because I was trying to see if somebody was going to goddamn post it in the group. I ain't say shit about it. I was on Twitter when I seen this shit. That goddamn Will Smith was goddamn fucking, I guess Will got a new movie coming out, or he mentoring somebody. It's a young actress. She's like 21, 22, and they trying to say that they had like a little fling going on. It didn't get posted in the group.
I'm trying to think, when I was 21, 22, where was my head at? No, absolutely not. It is not okay. I was doing it, but it's not okay. He might have been in his 40s, but it's not okay. As I'm speaking to it now, hindsight is 2020. It ain't okay.
Jada did say, even on the red table, she said, when he said, I'm going to get you back, what she said was, no, you already did, is what she said. She was like, nah, you already did yours. He was like, nah, I'm going to have to get you back. So when she said that just kind of let me know, like, what,
I mean, all this time they've been together, it's been all kind of stuff happening.
He said sis was crying 40 days and 40 nights, like 40 days and 40 nights, sis was crying. So
So AD said that because he keeps his hoes in check, they about to accept those perks and get the fuck on. Margaret Robbie, she keeps getting these movies and she sucks as an actress.
Wait, who's up? Jada suck?
No. Margot Robbie.
That white girl.
What white girl?
Google her. I don't know.
I don't even know what you're talking about no more.
So at the end of the day,
bad marriage for life, right?
I just feel like let them do them, AP. Let them get young tenderonis.
Man, listen.
Let them rob. Let them do whatever.
Let me just say the reason I speak out on it and the reason because in hindsight, now that I'm at this age, and of course I have daughters now, like the oldest just turned 12, so she'll be a teenager next year. And so I'm thinking about how god awful and wrong it was for me to be messing around with these old niggas.
I ain't never messed with an older man.
Girl, well, you hush then. Be quiet.
Okay.
Listen.
And listen to somebody with some experience.
Listen, that's not what I'm saying. Alicia, shut up, boo. What I'm saying is I was wrong. I should not have, and they should not have, and they wrong for that. And I just think that as an adult, a knowing adult, like you should be accountable for that and check yourself. That is insanity. Like, come on now.
I agree.
Really? Like, and then what was they doing? Why was they messing with me in their 40s? And I'm in my, why the women in their 40s not fooling with you? Because you play too much.
Yes, that's a good question.
So that's all I'm saying. That's not no good. Y'all know I'm always speaking out for the mental health in people. It's not no good.
And so what is it? But you knew better.
Did I know better? No. I was like, this is older dude.
Do you really know better?
Not at 20 something. I didn't know any better. As an older dude, he had money, or he was, being like, oh, you so whoop de woo, boom boom boom. No, I didn't know any better. Now, when they hit me with that, I'd be like, okay. But then I didn't. I was just like, oh,
he think I'm pretty.
Right. And he paying for all my stuff. He paying for me to do, like, come on, no, you don't know no better. Just like he didn't know any better. That's not right.
And as a married woman, the shit is just messy.
It's not a good look, ma'am.
It's not cute. It's not cute.
I don't know. I ain't never messed with anybody like really older than me, like 6 years older, but not like old. Like, fuck no. I don't want nobody's worms. I'm just joking.
I did like older men. Okay, and hold on, let me just say this. I'm 30 now, and I still like to date. I still like them older.
It's not my thing.
But my mind is right, though. It's different. They can't get over on me
but
now.
That's what you like. That's what you like from the beginning. So maybe that's what she like now. She like younger men now. That may be what she like.
He was just able to have
their penis up. You know, they make it keep their penis up without the Viagra. You know, and keep it going. You know, you don't know. Like, you just don't know. You don't know.
I mean, I like them old.
Okay.
That's just it.
Okay.
And it ain't no other. I just like them old. But
okay,
when I was 20-something, when I was 20-something, old should have been like late 20s and 30s, not 40s and 50s. Like, that's just too much.
Right. And AD said, shit, all them older men love a younger woman. 40-year-old will continue to fuck with a younger chick because they spoil you. So no, we don't know any better. They know better. She said, when all they think about, we've all been a victim of statutory rape. And so therefore she said, and then Dana said, how old is August? August is 27 years old. She said he is old enough to know what he was doing, but at that time he was like 20. I guess like they said it was old, so if he's 27
but he was
now,
sick. He was
probably
sick
like
physically and mentally, emotionally.
Something. And then
do you feel that she took advantage of him because you said he was sick and he had illness?
I don't think she took advantage and she was like, I'm gonna take advantage of him. I'm saying that like, ooh, I swear that's not what I mean by take advantage of. Because then, okay, so there is a knowing act and there's an unknowing act, or involuntary and involuntary act, that you can still be held accountable for the involuntary and the unknowing act. So I don't think she intentionally took advantage of him, but I think that she was in a position to know better and she still went with it.
Because remember, they both said that she was at a space where she literally cried. Sis was crying 40 days and 40 nights. So can we say that she knew better?
Oh, so she was vulnerable too. Okay, so she was vulnerable too then. Is that what we're saying?
Yes.
So that teacher that just went to jail was, if you vulnerable, then all that stuff out the window. If everybody vulnerable, then all that stuff out the window is what we're saying. She still should have knew better. She's married, she's older, and she's wiser. She's supposed to be.
One would think, but age does not make you
That's
wise.
what I was
You're
going to
right.
say. Age ain't nothing but a number, and that's what Aaliyah said.
Just scroll through the timeline, you'll be able to see that age definitely don't matter. What we doing, what we dancing to?
Something I have for you, it would never change. Hey.
I love this. I love y'all. I love y'all. I mean, I know we want to do it in person, like a whole panel, but the fact that we got to do it this way, I'm so good with that. Like, I love y'all.
Like,
I love y'all too. But I'm glad
whatever.
that we were able to go ahead and get everything out in the opening. The topics, the conversation, it was all good. I loved it. And I do want to give a shout out to everybody that had put in their 2 cents on this live. I know it's been a while. Again, I missed y'all. I do want to say, again, Alicia Brockman and Alicia Pepper, thank y'all so much for coming through and, you know, participating in this live. We're going to go ahead and just shut it down. I do want to say thank y'all, everybody, for listening and also tuning in to Conversations with Glow. If you guys have any topics or any questions that you would like to hear being discussed on Conversations with Glow, you can email me at conversationswithglow@gmail.com. And if y'all can catch the podcast, come on and subscribe to me on all platforms. And y'all know, holla at Alicia for the books, Alicia Brockman for the books, the traveling, holla at Alicia Pepper for the insurance and for the wigs and stuff going on. I'm going to make sure that I do grab their information so I can have it in the show notes. And again, thank y'all so much, so much for tuning in to Conversations with Glow. Y'all have a good night.
Wait.
Yes.
Everybody, pray for and keep this.
Yeah.
Y'all pray for K-Slay, for KJ.
Yes.
Keep them in your prayers, keep them lifted, and let's just hope for the best outcome ever.
Yes, everybody, please keep my bro KJ in y'all prayers. Just keep him lifted. That's all he needs. And just know that prayer works. And yeah, just know that prayer works. Just keep y'all in his prayers. And peace out. Thank y'all again so much for tuning in.
Bye.